The following information you are about to hear and throughout the entire first segment of the video will describe gruesome acts of violence. Viewer discretion is advised.
Sex trafficking methods, a thread. I saw this on Instagram, shared to my story, but I know a lot of people don't watch stories, so I'm going to share it here in a post. First method is the broken glass method. They'll place glass behind one or more of your tires to cause you to have a flat. They'll follow you until you eventually stop and inspect your vehicle, and once you get out, they kidnap you. The second method is the help me method, where they'll exploit any and every weakness. Here they want to prey on your vulnerability and your weaknesses by using children, women, and even the elderly to lure you into dangerous situations. We've seen videos here on TikTok where ring lights have captured people coming to their doors knocking at 3 a.m. asking for help. But do you answer the door? No. If they really need help, you call the police and let them deal with it. You don't go outside to assess the situation, leave it alone. Then there's the perfume method, where people will come to you and ask you if you want to try a sample perfume. Please do not do it, because they will spray a substance on the perfume, knock you out, and take you. Number 4 is the zip tie method, where traffickers look for women who are alone, and with kids especially. What they do is take a zip tie, tie it to your door handle in the back, which lets other traffickers know that you're a vulnerable target. Number 5, a common one that we see today, is the lace tissue method. Traffickers will take a piece of tissue and most commonly put it on your door handle, but they'll also put it on different places of your vehicle too. But y'all, please do not touch the tissue. There's an article of a woman who did this and almost died due to fentanyl poisoning. Even if you get the tissue off with another object, you still need to have some type of cleaning solution to get the remains off your door handle. Walk with that and some gloves. And lastly, we have the AirTag method, where traffickers will place an Apple AirTag on your vehicle to get your home address. But if you have an Apple device, it should let you know that someone has placed an AirTag on something that you own. I know it's sad that we have to live like this, guys, but hey, better safe than sorry.
I wanna hear your thoughts, I wanna hear your sound. And mama always told me to shout and speak my mind out loud. Come on and talk when you got the time. Freedom wants you on the line. We wanna hear from you. You got it going. Let your voice shine. Platform yours, it's not just mine. We wanna hear from you. You got it going. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. You're gonna shine. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. You're gonna shine. Welcome to the Freedom Savage Podcast. Hi, you guys. What's up? It's your boy Douglas, or you can call me Freedom. Welcome to my channel. This is season 2, episode 4 of my podcast. As y'all could tell, things are a little different now. My room is in the process of finally, coming together more as like the bedroom that I want it to be. It's still getting renovated. Things are still getting moved around. So please disregard my background as much as possible. It is looking kind of cute in here though. So I did try to do it up, a little, but like I said, I'm still moving things around. So just bear with me. I'm just excited to be here again and shooting. Like I said, this is fun for me. This isn't like work or something that really feels like work. It's really fun. Before we get started, obviously, make sure you guys like, comment, share this video, and subscribe to my channel because you need me. Also, for any noise y'all hear, like I tell y'all always, out of my control, bear with me. Bear with me. Is that it? Oh, no. One more thing. Y'all know me. I always support my Black businesses or whatever. I want to give a shout out to my girl, Nia. My girl, Nia, sells health and beauty products. They are eco-friendly and they're price-friendly. Please go check out her Instagram page and her business website. Her Instagram page is cosmetics_by.nia, and her website is www.cosmeticsbynia.com. I'm also going to leave a link to the website in the description below. I went on her Instagram page and I just got obsessed with what I saw. I actually ordered a few things my damn self, a little bit of stuff to just wear around my wrists, stuff like that. You know me, I love a good low wristband, something decorative, you know me. Ordering and getting the product shipped to you is a 1, 2, 3. I promise you guys will not regret it. All right, y'all, let's get into our first segment. All right, you guys, welcome. This is our first segment, Freedom of Speech. As y'all already know, she's back. This is my girl, Deborah. Deborah, you can introduce yourself to the people that are probably just seeing you for the first time.
Well, if this is your first time seeing me, my name is Deborah. Call me Debs, whatever. Call me anything. I don't really care. Just don't call me Deborah. That's all. Just say my name correctly. That's all.
You used to get at me all the in freshman year for calling you Deborah. What?
Oh my God. I hate it so much because what Deborah you know? Like, there's a lot of Deborahs in the world. I have not met a single Deborah. So why, looking at my name, did you think it's probably Deborah? Like, you just really didn't think about it then.
I apologize because I know I annoyed the out of you. They were telling me to punch me in my face in freshman year. The way I kept calling you Deborah, and you want to know why? Our Spanish teacher, she put a lot of emphasis on the O in your name. So she'll really be like Deborah. Like, she'll really like, you know what I mean? And in my mind, I was like, is that the Spanish way to like say?
No, it is, because that's how my grandma says it too. Like, that's more the Spanish way of saying it, I guess. But I mean, that's not when my mama called me. That's not.
It's only gonna slide for certain people.
Right, it's only gonna slide if you don't speak a lick of motherfucking English. That's when it'll slide. But you speak English. That's not how you pronounce it.
You know, Deborah's a common ass name.
Right, you know, Deborah's a common name. You just doing it to be annoying.
How was your week? You already told me about some of it.
Yeah, you know, it was a lot, but hey, I got paid. I have money in the bank, so I can't complain.
My girl got some work on.
Right. Thank you. But I've been waiting for that shit.
Let's talk about it. As I already told you before even recording this, my week went really, really great. Like, it started off a little boring. I was just like, it's going to be a same old regular week. But then towards the middle of the week, I found out that some of my classes had to cancel for the week. And I was so relieved. As y'all know, it's been a lot for me to have to physically get up and go to school every day. So it was very much needed. Very, very much needed. And I got a lot of sleep, a lot of rest, a lot of regrouping, a lot of rethinking, a lot of work done. And I'm just, look, whenever my school needs a break, they need to let me know. That way I can take it. It's a blessing I still managed to really put these podcasts together, I'm telling you. One thing that really bothered me this week was hearing about Shanquella Robinson and her murder. I'm not going to get too much into detail about it. If y'all don't know about her murder, y'all need to search it up. I'm not detailing that. We not running that down. Y'all gonna have to pause this video, research it. I don't know, do whatever y'all want to do, but I'm not going into it. I'm just going to say my piece on it. Her case has really been like haunting the fuck out of me all week. I don't know her, obviously. I think y'all noticed already about me. I'm not the type of person to really speak about people dying and stuff and like actual like real life events and murders on my channel like that. You know, I'm not that type of person. But her murder has really bothered me. It ties into like another topic that we are going to discuss later on. First things first, it's so hard to be, I can only imagine how it is to be a woman in 2022's America, the world. Because you got women, Iran still doing a bullshit. Like, there's a lot going on. And no, she wasn't murdered in this country, but you know, everybody that was with her during that trip, including herself, was from this country. So it's like,
when was it ever easy to be a woman?
Like that.
When was it ever easy?
Keep it real.
It's always a struggle. Like,
everybody that was with her on that trip isn't her friends. I don't give a fuck who spoke out. I don't give a fuck who did what.
Right.
All of y'all deserve jail time. And by the time this episode comes out, I really hope that all of them are sitting nicely in prison, respectfully, because I read so much stuff about the case. So much information has came out. We're not going to pretend like we're in kindergarten. If you have eyes, you have ears, you have a soul, you know that 2 + 2 = 4.
Right.
And 5 + 5 =
this shit ain't adding up.
2 + 2 is 4, right? And 5 + 5 is 10. Okay. What the luck is this?
I'm sorry,
It's not adding up. That's it.
It's not.
That's it. I don't even care if she started it. Did not have to end with her dying.
Yeah. There's no there's no reason.
So like, that's all I know. What's tea? What's tea about that? What's tea? Can you please make it make sense? I don't like hearing about people dying because it makes me become like a little bewitched. Like, I slept with my light on for the last 2 nights because it's just
it's just stuck in your head.
The thought, yeah, the images. Like, I've seen so much information about this case, and it's like, it's giving me Kanika Jenkins. It's giving me like, I don't like when cases become conspiracies. I don't like it. I don't like it. It's annoying. Yeah.
That's somebody's life, you know, we're talking about. It's not just a social media story.
This is a person's actual life we're talking about. I know that if my mom was here, she would have definitely been haunted and wouldn't have even wanted to see any information regarding this girl's murder, just because first of all, my mom always, even with Breonna Taylor, whose murder was like a whole different thing. My mom always told me like she couldn't hear about murders involving people that were like around our age. Like, a girl like her, a girl like Breonna Taylor, like they're around my sister's age. You know what I mean? My mom could not imagine losing my sister. You know what I mean? Like losing her daughter. So I can only imagine what her family's going through. My deepest condolences with them. How do you feel about the whole murder situation overall?
I don't know. I just feel like there's a lot of cases that are like this. And I don't like social media, but this is the one thing that I do like about social media is because there are people out there who are not going to let this shit get swept under the rug, because there are too many times where bad things are done to women and they're covered up and they're swept under the rug and nobody talks about it and everybody just forgets about it. But that's not the case.
Because I definitely been seeing a lot of threads and posts about women that have gone on girls trips and not came back.
Yeah, because because real shit.
This is not new.
It's not new. There are a lot of the thing is there are a lot of times where girls are in these big girl groups and not everybody is your friend. A lot of girls will go on girls trips and they do not come back friends. But it should never get to the point where you go on a trip with people who are your so-called friends and you lose your life unexplained. That's not normal. This is a young woman. There should be no reason if she goes on vacation with friends and she doesn't come back home.
It's one thing to have a little squabble, a little fight, but even if I wasn't a part of the fight, I'm breaking it the up. We're in Mexico. What are we doing? So I'm going to be like, nah, stop. When I see the videos, and you're going to tell me that it was natural causes? The way she hit that bed, whatever injury she got, it was definitely from those fights. And I don't know if it was the girls or whoever for her intention to kill her. That's not my job. I'm not a cop. But all I know is whatever happened, she's dead. Y'all are alive.
Right. I don't know these people personally, and I can't say their intentions. But honestly, if that was your friend, your intention should not matter. What happened at the end of the day has something to do with you. You are responsible for what happened. Period. If you are a real friend, you're going to take up for that responsibility and realize, you know what? Regardless, I didn't mean to do it, but I can't live in my conscience knowing that my friend is dead and, we're hiding details and we're lying about what happened.
Like jail or not, jail's a given, but jail or not, they are going to be haunted for the rest of their lives. Again, like my mother, she would have been devastated hearing about this case. And she would not have wanted to dive into this because, my sister growing up, she didn't hang around the best crowd. So my mom always feared her ending up like, now I would say my sister is more like, both of them, they're very headstrong women, they know who they want around them. They know how to pretty much maneuver. It really goes to show you who can you trust. You were right about that, what you said. There's been a lot of girls who have gone on trips, Black and ethnic women especially, and they have not came back from said trips. Thank God her body was actually known about.
I don't remember this lady's name, but I remember seeing a case a long time ago. It was a Black lady. She had went over, I guess, for like a family, like a sleepover. It was all like a whole bunch of moms, and it was a whole bunch of white moms, and I think she was like the only Black woman there.
It was the cabin trip. That's exactly what she was never found. Her body was never found. The women came back.
What?
And there was no investigation done. Yeah.
It just, hearing that, it blows my mind. It doesn't make sense how, it's hard because I know being on the other end of it, it may not really affect most people and may not touch most people, but I'm the kind of person it's going to affect me. I think about what if I was in that situation? What if somebody I knew, my mother, my grandmother, my auntie, anybody, any kind of family in that situation, it would, affect me. I can't tell people how to feel, but when I see other women, just people in general, you need to wake up. You need to bring awareness about this. There are a lot of people in the world who are ignorant and they don't understand that this stuff is going on. And I feel like that should be spread. This should be something that is well known so it doesn't happen again. So that way shit like this doesn't get swept under the rug. That's somebody's mom. That's somebody's sister.
Cousin.
That's somebody's fucking kid. whether she was somebody who meant something to somebody or not, that is still a human being.
I don't know if it was because of my mom's passing. Even hearing about Takeoff's passing, like that did something to me. Like,
Yeah.
I happen to take death a little bit harder. Like, even if I don't know you, like, I take death a little bit harder now. So it's like, even hearing about these cases, it really breaks my soul. The family, you know, they must get their just due. They must get their just due, hands down. Brings me into, you know, what else I wanted to talk about, just how hard it is to be a woman. You know, you are one of many of my friends, if not all of my friends, because all of my friends are females. You guys have told me countless stories, all of you guys. You, Kina, Claudia, Nakaya, y'all have told me about so many instances where you guys have gotten approached by so much creepy ass men. And it's like you guys were put in positions where you guys felt like you guys had to defend yourself, or you guys felt really, really uncomfortable. I wanted to kind of like bring light to that because, like I said, like you said, when was it ever really easy? But I kind of feel like this year specifically, like between last year and this year specifically, I feel like it's a stigma now to harm or kill a lot more women. Ethnic women at that. It's becoming normal now to hear about a Black woman and or ethnic woman, any other, you know, type of ethnic woman getting killed. Like, you know what I mean?
A lot of women have to deal with interacting with creepy men and not knowing what they are capable of. Now, personally, anybody can harm me, a man, a woman, it doesn't matter, you know, but a lot of times as a woman, you know, trying to go on about your day-to-day, being approached by a man, you have no idea what this man's intentions are. You're just trying to go to work. Now you have some guy who's trying to chat you up. Oh yeah, let me get you know this, that, and the third. And I've been in plenty of instances where saying no and even being kind and saying no to these people turned violent, turned scary, quick. There should be no reason, especially most of the time where a lot of these situations happen. I was a child where I'm telling these grown men that I'm not interested in anything that they have going on, and I'm either verbally attacked or physically attacked. I've had men follow me home. I've had men put their hands on me. I've had men try and do all types of things to me. I've had physical altercations where I'm swinging on a man and he's swinging on me as a child. I'm a big girl, mind you. A lot of people don't. I'm 5'11", you know, 230 pounds. I'm a big girl. I can defend myself, which I'm very happy about, and that certain things have not gone further. But for women who can't defend themselves, who are in a lot more scary situations, because if it comes down to it, they can't protect themselves, it can turn deadly over just being rude to a man, just saying, no, I'm not interested. It can, you know, people are crazy. People are crazy. And especially when it comes to a lot of men's egos, they will really do something to you because they feel played, because they felt like, oh, you're not trying to fuck with me and da da da. Like, and that's a scary world, thinking this man could sit here and physically harm me because I'm not interested.
I agree with you completely. You told me actually about some of the things that have happened to you when you were younger, and that's horrifying. So many people go after kids specifically. I've been seeing so much sex trafficking ring awareness like posts lately, like a little bit more than usual. I've been seeing people give tips on like what to do, things to notice. Thank God I've never experienced that. I was in spaces with a lot of creepy men. I actually spoke about it. I did it in a joking way. It was Douglas Tells a Story, part 2, I think it was. Where I told you guys about my subway experience. So that was like semi of like what I went through when it came to like encountering creepy men. But I never actually been through anything, thank God, where somebody really tried to like snatch me up or like grope me or do something like inappropriate. You know what I mean? But my mom always feared that. And it was to the point where my mom didn't even want me taking the subway until high school. Like high school was my first time ever taking the subway on my own. My mom always went with me. My mom was so heavy when it came to my protection.
Because she knows.
My mom was, she was a little girl. So when it came to all of us, she would always pull me aside when I was a little boy. I don't care if it's family. You let me know if somebody's putting their hands on you. You let me know. My mom used to always tell me she didn't even care if it was one of my damn siblings. She used to always tell me, you let me know if somebody is touching you. My mom used to always give me tips. If somebody drives by, saying they got candy, you know what I
Don't
mean?
do that. Don't go for that candy.
Don't go by the car. Always stand feet away. You know, ignore them. Say no. If somebody tries to grab you up on the street, yell like crazy. Don't go nowhere with them. To be honest with you, it was to the point where she was just like, look, if somebody tell you to get in a car and they got so-and-so, tell them whatever they got to do, whatever they're going to do, they're going to have to do right then and there. Because you're not getting in no car.
Right,
You're not going to no factory. You're not going to no layer. You're not going to no dungeon. You're not going to no none of that. Whatever they're going to do, let them do it right then and there.
Right, because the most important part, and, you know, when it comes to this kind of situation, if you are at risk for being kidnapped or snatched up or anything, once they get you in that van, your likelihood of making it out is very, very low. So I don't give a what you have to do. You go limp, you punch, you kick, you scream, you yell, you bite. This is your life, because once they get you in the van, you have no idea what they are planning to do to you. People are sick. People are really sick and disgusting. You have no idea what you're in store for. So any kind of situation I've ever been in, if I ever felt safe that I'm acting on it. I'm acting on it right then and there. I'm not just, you can't, even though in that situation, I can't say you can't be afraid, because you may be afraid on the inside. But when it comes to your life as a woman, especially living in certain areas, you have to develop that kind of fight inside you, because if not, something's going to happen to you. Like growing up in New York City and having to commute and being by myself all the time and not having nobody with me. I'm going everywhere by myself. You know, I'm in any kind of fucking neighborhood. So I'm going to be liable to certain things happening to me. And so growing up, I started to understand that I had to move a certain way to be safe, that I couldn't just live my life how I wanted to. I couldn't just, you know, walk around whenever I felt like, or do. There are certain things that you have to do as a woman, certain safety precautions that you have to take. You know, if you got to carry a weapon, if you got to stick a little knife in your boob, you better do that. People, they won't hesitate to do something to you. So why are you hesitating to do something to them?
Let's talk about it. My mom used to, first of all, both my sisters, they carry pepper spray with them, tasers.
My name is Debbie, and you are watching Disney Channel.
Even my god sisters, my female cousins, all the female relatives in my family, best believe, got something on them when they travel. Oh snap! Oh snap! Y'all heard me shout her out so much. Please say hello to my girl Keena. Let's talk about it, Keena.
Hi.
Period.
Oh my gosh! Like I'm Douglas' friend from high school, and Deborah's from high school. We all went to LAC together. Alum 2021.
Right. I'm like, oh girl, I don't know what year I graduated.
Right. Exactly. Yeah, it's really been a minute, but we miss Deborah so much.
Oh my God, girl, I'm gonna cry. I can talk to you forever.
Can't wait for you to come, girl. You need to come back to the city, girl. Like that's what you need to do.
I go to school in the city. I'm a college student at NYU, and so I still go to school by Douglas because he goes to Manus.
Yeah, Keena and our schools are like basically fucking intertwined. So like my building where I go to school is like around the corner from her dorm. And then her building where she goes to school is across the building from where I go to school. So it's like blocks together. Like we could see each other at any point. But anyway, we were talking about having to stay safe as a woman in New York, sex trafficking rings, encountering creepy men. Do you want to give just like your like brief overview of how you feel having to navigate yourself, especially just like in New York City, and your view on encountering creepy people in general and having to stay safe, and like how it makes you feel, and you know, all of that? such. You have the floor.
I think no matter how big, small, tall you are, whatever, you should carry weapons as a woman walking. If you're going to be walking alone, anytime, any place, anywhere, whether that's a mace, pepper spray, taser, whatever the fuck. Because you're going to have to do what you got to do. Because I feel like lately men have been getting bolder for some reason. I don't know why, but like, at least in my experience. But like, literally yesterday, I got groped by someone. So like, and I wasn't carrying a weapon. So it's like, I got very upset, but it's like, I wish I was, because then he would know like not to, do shit like that. But yeah, so definitely always be aware. Like, don't just be on your phone walking. Like, you gotta be aware. Sorry, this is my first podcast. So like,
no, it's perfectly fine. You're eating it up. I literally just said that before you came in. You and Deborah have both been through a lot of horrible and scary ass situations when it came to encountering creepy people. And I never experienced it. And I think that the reason why I have a little bit more of a privilege is because I'm a man. You know what I mean? But you guys are very, very beautiful girls. Yes, giving real life Bratz dolls. So it's like,
come on, I ain't got no lips, but hey.
No, Deborah, your skin looks amazing.
Yeah.
Like, do y'all see like
shining the fuck up?
We're
shining up.
Okay.
But-
I put my head up. Okay.
No, for real. Wow. Focus the camera on her.
Let's talk about it. We're gonna do some close-ups on Deborah.
The close-ups.
Y'all gonna make me turn red. Y'all know I'm light skinned. Stop.
I'm crying. For real though. Like, you guys are like, you guys are girls, so like you guys are more prone to, these dangerous ass situations. And like I was saying with these sex trafficking rings, like I've found that it's becoming more of a thing now, to like spread more awareness about them. There was always awareness spread about sex trafficking rings, but I feel like it's becoming more of a thing now. Like I've been seeing posts back to back on my Instagram about it. It was to the point where I was like, okay, I have to make a podcast episode about this. Like, people really need to know. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. This is where cop shows come in. Now, cop shows, they're shows. So not everything is going to be real, but the best things I love about shows like Law and Order SVU, which is my favorite show, hands fucking down. Y'all already know I'm a big ass SVU fan. I was on SVU. If y'all want to see a clip of me in Law and Order SVU, y'all should check out my All About Me video. It's gonna be right on the homepage of my YouTube channel when y'all click on it or whatever. But yes, the best thing that I love about Law and Order SVU, specifically a show that really touches upon cases like that, is the fact that it shows you what to be aware of. It informs you of how these sex trafficking rings operate. Shows like Criminal Minds, CSI, they show you that these serial killers, these criminals, they have no limit.
Yeah.
They have no limit. Let me tell you something. The human mind is the most strongest and most dangerous thing to have, to acquire. Our minds is really the most dangerous things we have. And that's what people don't understand. All it takes is an idea, a thought, and all it got to do is be carried out. Hitler had an idea. You know what I mean?
And he carried it out.
You know what I mean? All it takes is an idea for things to really get planned out.
But people have to realize too, is that some people do that shit for a living. Some people's literal means of living is doing harm to others, killing others. Like, you have to understand that, the way you think is not how everybody else thinks. There are a lot of disturbed people out there. And especially, I think why it's becoming a lot more known now is because I feel like after COVID, a lot of people really lost their shit. Okay, me included, but I didn't start, like doing crazy things. There are a lot of people. There are a lot of people who financially may have made it out of COVID, physically may have made it out of COVID, but mentally they did not. And they're all messed up in the head. So they don't care. Like, I feel like
everybody's out of their fucking minds. Like, that's what I keep telling. I tell people that all the time. Like,
right. The best piece of advice I could ever give somebody is to become more aware of a lot more dangerous things that happen in the world, because these people prey on you not knowing certain things, not knowing the signs of certain situations. They prey on that. They prey on naive people because that's how they get you. They know, okay, this person doesn't understand the kind of neighborhood they're in. They don't understand. They don't realize I'm walking behind them. They're looking at their phone. They have their headphones blasting. She's not with anybody. Like, they prey on you not being aware of your surroundings, not being able to get out of certain situations. So I feel like it doesn't matter where you live or whatever the case may be. Even if nothing has ever happened to you, you always have to be aware of your surroundings. You always have to be on edge. As a woman, I feel like it's necessary because you never know what can happen to you. You can live peaceful, normal life in the suburbs your whole life, and one day you could get snatched up like this. It's real shit. Like, I just feel like some people need to wake up and realize that the world is not a nice place. It doesn't matter how good of a person you are. It doesn't matter how much money you have or don't have. The world is not a nice place, and you can't expect other people to be as good of a person or as sane of a person as you are.
I don't trust anybody.
Oh, fuck no.
Like, when I'm walking down the street, like, I never told nobody this. This is like my first time saying it. Actually, no, I think I said this in my junior year English class, but I don't like people following me. Even if you're walking behind me and your intent is not even like, you're not even paying attention to me, I still don't like people walking around me. I do this thing where if I feel like a person is walking too close behind me, whether I'm walking,
I'm gonna step to the side.
whether I'm walking down the street, I'm stepping to the side, or I'll pretend to like turn around and like pretend like,
because I could feel your presence. Why?
Yeah, like if I feel you behind me, it's gonna be an issue. Like, you gotta walk in front of me. You cannot walk behind me.
I don't like you footsteps. You're too close.
I don't like people walking behind me. I used to make jokes when I was younger because me being my size and the way I was, I always felt like nobody trying to kidnap me. Nobody trying to kidnap my fat ass. Like, nobody really trying to like, who taking me? Like, you know what I mean? But like Deborah said, there are some people out there that probably are looking at me and they like, oh yeah, he could be on our menu tonight. And it's like,
you don't know.
That's not tea.
You don't
like,
know.
You know
Exactly.
what I mean?
Being big ain't enough, because I know the saying is, to not get kidnapped, stay safe, eat cake, because they can't pick you up. But at the same time, you don't know, they could drug you. You go night, it'll be over. Because even if you are big, maybe they ain't a feel for big girls. You don't know what they're looking for. You have nobody is safe. I feel like crime, there's a time and a place and opportunity, baby. At the end of the day, it don't matter what you have going for yourself. If somebody has the opportunity to do something to you, what's stopping them?
Last year, I got off the train. I was home. And you know how like a lot of people will like ask if you could like open the doors for them or whatever. That's the thing in this city. So I know none of y'all gonna get me because everybody in the city opened the door for somebody. So yes, I said it right here on the podcast. But I opened the door for some man. And I could tell he was foreign because he had an accent. I opened the door for him, to go through because, I guess he wanted to like hop the turnstiles. I ended up going about my business. First thing I found weird. I was walking down the steps and he said, hey, yo, mind you, he was already past the gate. Like, he could have just like started walking to his train. But he decided, it was kind of like the movies, like when that person, like when the character is walking away and then you call them back and then they look back like, what? And it was like one of those. So when he said, hey, yo, I looked back because I didn't know who that was. But then when I looked, it was him. And he was like, I was like,
why are you being nice to me? No, really? People take offense to people being nice. This is New York.
What do you like, Then I go to my bus stop, which is a whole block down and across the street from the train station. Go to my bus stop to continue going about my way because I had to go to physical therapy at this time. He comes to the bus stop, even though I just opened the door for you to go on the train. So I'm like, okay. And I'm waiting. The bus is like about to pull up. Like, we see it. Like, it's like 2 blocks away. He pulls me over because like, he was standing like, the bus stop is right here. I'm right here by the bus stop. He's right here leaning up against, some store because the bus stop is in front of a store. He calls me over. He says, hey, I was like,
I would have sat right the fuck there.
I should have ignored him because usually when it comes to strangers, that's another thing. My mom told me best, and I always have done it. Even all my friends, even where in public, y'all always see me doing it. And some of y'all really be asking me like, wow, I really need to do that. Cause like if a weird person comes and they ask me creepy stuff, I ignore everybody. I don't even tell them, no, I'm sorry, I can't. No, I ignore you. Like you're not there. Like I really ignore strangers.
That's hard for me.
In this certain instance, I didn't do that. I did kind of like, I didn't go up to him, but I did like turn my attention to him. I didn't walk next to him at all because in my mind, I'm thinking, okay, Law and Order, Criminal Minds, you might have a taser, you might have some type of fucking needle, and then I'm gonna end up in a fucking dungeon. I'm not doing it. So I was like, let me not. So I was like, I'm gonna stand right here. He said something about how he owned a few buildings near the area and how he actually didn't live in the US, how he was from another country. Then he asked for my number. I was like, okay.
Oh, okay.
I was like, matter of fact, let me just get yours and then I'll call you. Yeah. He was like,
So
what's your name? He was like, what's your name? And this is another thing I do. And my mom didn't even tell me to do this. This is something that I actually began to do on my own. I do this with all my strangers. My name is Michael, for people who don't know me.
My name's Sydney.
Yeah, I always do that. When people always come up to me, I'll be like Kevin or I'll say Michael.
I give them a mail. Just leave me alone. My name is Lorenzo and I want to be left alone. Yeah. Okay. Maybe leave me alone.
I was like, look, my name is, he was like, what's your name? I said, Kevin. Then he asked for my number. And then I told him, nah, I'm going to just take yours. Again, I didn't even walk up to him. So however we're talking is definitely from a nice distance away. And to be honest with you, it was definitely given suspicious. Like,
yeah, why are you mentioning how many empty buildings you have? Oh, you are insane. Okay.
Yeah, like that part.
I'm not from this country and I have a bunch of empty buildings. So when I kill you and bury your body under my building, I'm going to go back to my home country. That's basically
Let's talk about it. That's all I hear.
That's what you just told.
Situations like that, you always have to think. You always have to come up with some strategy. And my last question to really close everything out, what is advice that you guys give to not all people, yes, but specifically girls and young girls having to navigate in the world on their own? What is advice that you give to them?
Don't ever believe anything that comes out of a straight man's mouth because they literally lie so much. Like, it's insane. Like, just don't believe it. Don't be naive. Like, please just like listen to your friends. Like, I feel like a lot of the time, like your friends, at least if you have good friends, like a lot of the stuff they say about guys, like it's very valid. Like if your friends have experience with guys, I think you should listen to them in terms of like staying safe around like men and like what games they try to play. Like pay attention because like a man will really show his true colors. Like as long as you don't give him what he wants, like he will show his true colors eventually. So that's like with that. But other than that, I would say stay aware, like at all times, because like you never know who's lurking. That's really it. Because with that, like you should be good. Like
I'm about to say, you pretty much said. Like you pretty much said.
Honestly, I feel like my advice would be that don't seem approachable sometimes. I feel like me personally, when I'm walking around on my day-to-day, when I'm going from wherever I gotta go, I don't look approachable. I walk fast. I don't give people much eye contact. I don't smile at people. I don't look like I'm having a happy day, only because that has helped me stay out of certain situations. I feel like, you know, people who are predators, people who are looking to do something or, you know, bother somebody or just be a creep, because I guess that's just what some people do for a living. They look for somebody who will kind of, you know, work out for them. So they're going to look at somebody who's approachable, maybe walking slow. Oh, she just made eye contact with me, so I'm going to go up and talk to her.
Yes.
Oh, she's walking around with a smile. You know,
They do
Like,
that.
if you just seem like you ready to stab somebody in the side of their neck for even opening their mouth, why would they bother you? They're not going to.
That part.
No.
It's really giving.
You don't have to be hard.
Am I a predator?
You don't. But you just gonna have to walk around like, please don't try me. This gonna be the last day you live. I'm gonna push you in them tracks. Don't do it.
No, because so many times, like you said, like I literally like accidentally, my eyes wandering. I look at a guy in the eyes, and he's like, "Yo."
Yeah, he thinks you're looking at him, and now I'm like, no. That's why I don't look at people, especially I'm tall. I can make eye contact with men just by scanning my eyes. So I don't look at. I see you from my peripheral, but I'm not going to look you directly in the eye because a lot of men think that as an invitation to have a conversation. Did my eyes tell you I want you? Because I don't think they did. My eyes definitely said, "Oh
She
no."
said,
Like, so I feel like, honestly, if you don't want to be bothered, you better walk around like somebody who doesn't want to be bothered. Simple.
Rule number one in New York, as we said from episode 2, is to not stare at people. But
Right.
rule number 2, when you in New York, you got to carry yourself as if you the best fighter on this planet. It's all about how you carry yourself. And it's all about how people read you. If you look weak, people are going to see you as it, meaning carry yourself. Pay attention. Have a certain demeanor. It's necessary. It's very necessary. One, I'm not going to lie. I worry about all of y'all. I never want anything to happen to my friends, obviously. Let me tell you one bitch that I don't really worry about as much as I do y'all. That is Claudia. All right? Claudia.
She gangster. Like, she's not playing.
Claudia has the demeanor and the strength. Shout out to Claudia. This girl got the demeanor and the strength of 10 dudes combined. I never got to worry about her walking in any neighborhood in the dark. Best believe she's not playing. It's all about how you carry yourself. Even if you're not equipped like that, carry yourself like it. And my mom always taught me, protecting yourself is a human instinct. When you put your hands up like this, even when you're being attacked, it's
protecting yourself.
Yeah, it's your way of trying to protect yourself.
Let it happen. Like,
it's a human instinct. You're going to do something. You're going to scream. You're gonna want to do something to protect yourself. It's a human instinct. My mom always told me, even if you can't fight, even if you're not equipped to like really physically, protect yourself. And if you do, get into some combat classes, get into some fighting classes. You need to know how to. But if you're not the type of person to do that, man, woman, non-binary person, it doesn't matter. It's all about how you carry yourself. And sometimes when you're in that moment, you might realize that you have more strength than you thought you did because you're so scared. The first thing you want to do is make sure that you're alive. You know what I mean? So sometimes for some people, that fear could turn into strength. It could turn into, you're not going to do anything to me. You know what I mean? Like it gets really,
And even if you have a pattern of, when bad things happen, like you freeze up or you may not defend yourself, that doesn't mean it's going to always be like that, because it take the wrong motherfucker to try you. It take the wrong motherfucking, you going to realize all that hurt and all that anger that's been holding inside of you, going to let it out and you going to whip that motherfucker ass.
That makes you think of Shanquella Robinson because, she couldn't fight back because she was intoxicated and like she couldn't even defend herself, like have a fighting chance for her life. And that's what makes this just especially tragic. Yeah, R.I.P. to her.
We just spoke about her before you came. Just, her case. I feel like I was already going to talk about these type of topics for this segment, but her case really did something to me, and it further gave me the confirmation that we got to talk about this for this episode. I was like, we're going to touch on this because it's a lot. It's really hard, and not just for women. Like Deborah said, anyone, you got to protect yourself. There's so much going on, but hopefully these tips really do reach people, because there are people out here. I know this might sound cliche to a lot of the general public that are probably watching this episode, but there may be some people out there that really don't know these things. And they gotta make sure, You know, this is one big ass awareness episode. That's what it's really giving. It's really giving stay safe, save away, but it's necessary. It's really, really fucking necessary. I'm glad that we got to really touch upon this. Moving on to our next segment. All right, you guys, we are in our segment, Freedom Fun, and we are going to be playing Guess the Word. Sort of like a taboo style kind of game, but basically what we're going to do is I'm going to set the timer. We basically are going to go around in a circle. I'm actually, thank God, I got a little workspace now, so I'm going to be able to tally our scores down. Where the fuck are the post-its? I'm sorry,
I don't know why that just sent me, but like, where the fuck are the post-it notes?
I'm not gonna hold y'all because there was like 2 straight post-it notes that I put in here yesterday. I was like,
Oh my God.
I didn't want to use no big ass piece of paper, but it's all right. I ripped up an envelope on some ghetto shit, so we're good. But basically, I'm gonna keep a tally of our scores. We're gonna go around in a circle. Make sure y'all really are thinking whoever says the answers first and it's right, they get the point. So that's basically how it starts.
What we should do, instead of like picking random words, we should have like a random word generator or something. So it's like something is more difficult.
It's right there. Got it. Let's do 27 minutes. And then whoever got the most points at the end of 27 minutes will win.
We should do like a minute, and then it's however many words you can get right in a minute.
Whatever word we got to, try our best to describe it on a generator. Whoever says it first gets the point. Yeah. You're right. All right. Let's do it like that. Okay. I'm fine with that. All right. So we're going to start. We're going to start with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's start with me. And I'm going to go on our little random word generator right now. Somebody put a timer on for 27 minutes.
I'll do that. Okay.
And then who wants to do the stopwatch? Kina, do you want to do the stopwatch?
Yeah, I could do the stopwatch.
For a minute? Okay. Let me know when you guys are ready. When you start hearing me talk, Kina, you could start the stopwatch.
Okay. I'm going to start the 27 timer right now.
All right. Start it. Kinky. Okay. All right. This is an object. And back in the day, people used to have to get this particular object because it was the only way to really like watch things.
TV? Radio?
The only way to watch TV shows or movies or anything. It wasn't like
box?
You didn't have like stuff like Netflix and stuff like that.
DVDs?
Yes.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
30 seconds.
Okay. All right. Kina, your turn.
Okay, so she was really popular in like the early 2000s, and this is for like her, like she would sing really well, and like she was famous for like belting.
Whitney Houston?
Whitney Houston?
I mean, that's not 2000s, but like
I'm about to say, we're talking about 90s right now. We too
right.
old.
And she was
Christina Aguilera?
No, she was kind of big and guys.
First of all, I'm saying that 90s and back in the day people right now.
No, she's like only 2000s and up, like popular.
Shanti?
She released a really popular song that like gripped the nation and kind of the world. And it was like a popular saying.
It's been a minute.
Oh my God, it's Adele.
Adele?
Wow. I feel
you
so
said
bad.
early 2000s.
You should have said she was British.
I'm crying. You said early 2000s, not 2010s. Like, but when I'm thinking Belton, I'm thinking Sia. But then I didn't think to put Sia because Sia's like 2010s. Like, that's how we know about her. Like, you know what I mean? All right, Deborah.
Okay, so this is like one of those like white male actors that are kind of insane. He was in a movie, a Disney movie about digging that you should all know. He was also like, I think he was dating Zoe Kravitz. And he was like really, really controversial. If you know Holes, you should know him.
Aladdin?
No. No. What else was he in? He was in Transformers.
Matt Damon.
Man. Wow, you guys, maybe you just don't know his name. What else was he in? That's like his career kind of flopped after like he put his hands on somebody. So,
it's a minute. Shit, who the fuck was it?
Shia LaBeouf. I did Holes, Transformers.
Y'all could have said Sia. Y'all could have been like, oh, he was with Maddie Ziegler in the Elastic Heart video.
He was?
Yes, that was the man dancing with her in the cage.
With Maddie Ziegler, yeah.
That's Shia LaBeouf?
Yes.
Wow.
Sorry.
Me, I can't see anything.
No, it's just because the word was a little small. That's the shit. I got great vision, but the word was a little small. Anyway, this is a body part, and it's like a very, very important part of our bodies that we use every day.
Hands. Feet.
It's not any of our limbs.
Nose.
Large intestine.
It's in that area. It's in the nose area. It's in the nose area.
No.
Area.
It's not your mouth, your eyes.
Eyeballs? Eyes?
It's in this area. What is everything in this area?
Ears.
Brain?
It was close with that neck. You was close with that neck.
Throat?
Throat? It's throat.
Oh, yay!
Well, you got it at 56 seconds.
Let's talk about it.
So like he's a comedian, and
Kevin Hart.
No, and he was popular in the 90s, and he would also be in a bunch of movies. And
Eddie Murphy?
Will Smith?
No.
Chris Rock?
What else? No, he wore like a green mask in this movie.
Eddie Murphy?
Oh, Jim Carrey.
Yes, Jim Carrey.
I'm good at faces. I'm bad at names. That's the shit when it comes to the celebrities. I'm good at faces, but I'm bad at names. And you got that at 35 seconds. Okay. Deborah's in the lead, by the way, y'all. She only won the All right.
Okay, so this is a film about this girl who likes to read books. And, you know, there's this one dude, he be trying to get at her, but she not really into him like that. Like, he kind of just, he a little a-hole.
Is this a known film? Like, is this like a...
Yes, it's very, very big. And basically, she gets, I don't know what happens. I really don't remember, but she goes into the woods and she break into somebody's house. And, like, you know, he's a whole, like, monster, but they end up, like, falling in love. And then it turns into, like, a pretty white man at the end.
A Killer on the Beach.
Fucking idiot.
No.
Wait. We gotta guess the movie or the actresses.
I mean, it's animated. It's not like actual people.
Princess and the Frog?
No. Did Tiana read a book? Douglas, did she read a book? I don't remember her. She was making beignets.
Yo, and we fucking lost that.
It was Beauty and the Beast. I thought it was clear. Y'all was not getting like he was a monster. He turned into a pretty white man.
I thought you said.
I was about to say Empire, so y'all lucky. But you said a little girl who read books. I'm like, wait, A Killer and the Bee was smart.
Leave Keke Palmer alone.
Yeah. Leave Keke Palmer alone. Shout out to Keke Palmer. Y'all know how we got cops, right? But there's many different cops. This is a certain type of cop.
Bad cop? I would say good cop, but I don't think those. Let me not get political. Good cop?
There's different type of cops out there. And they got ranks. They're called different things.
Sergeant, lieutenant,
Y'all
private.
close. Y'all be close.
Corporal, commissioner.
Come on. Y'all know this word. Stop. Y'all know this
not security
when you
guard.
solving mysteries.
Oh, detective.
Sheriff. Oh. Yeah, detective. It's not detective. Investigator.
It is detective.
Oh. I thought it was.
Oh my god.
Wait.
He was like, yeah, detective. Like,
It's
sheriff.
the confidence for me. It's the confidence for me. Keena is just
You know what? We love the energy.
It's the confidence for me.
I have no point. I was really trying.
Oh my God, Keena, it is your turn.
Okay, so this lady, she has black hair. She's a celebrity. She's an actor. And she acted in that movie a couple years ago that went viral, where like you couldn't look outside or you would like get possessed.
Bird Box? First of all, y'all said black lady.
Oh, who's the other? Oh, I was gonna say a bad word. Who's the white lady? It's white lady. Oh my God, I see her face. What's her name?
Sarah Paulson.
No, the other white woman. The one who was the main character.
And Bird Box.
Yes. What the fuck is her name? What is her name? Oh my God, I know who this lady is.
She's like, she won awards. That's my hope.
Oh
I don't know her name.
Oh my God.
Oh my God, I know what she looks like. I can see her. Oh, it's like yeah, fuck, I don't know.
I'm searching it up at this point. I gotta remember her.
All right, is the time over? Oh.
Yeah, it's been over.
Sandra Bullock.
Fuck, I knew something with an S.
I'm trying. So
she was like,
let's go.
No.
I couldn't think of the name. Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
Solange beat his ass.
Jay-Z.
Yep. That's all I had to say. That is all I had to say.
How you say my first point? I'm like, okay, I got it. I'm ready.
All right.
Okay. So this guy is an artist, but he's a very, very popular ass pop artist. Actually, they are a very, very popular ass pop group. I love them too.
Not Fifth Harmony.
They do pop and rock. It's like a mixture, but they're very fucking popular.
Oh, BTS?
No, not a K-pop girl, or just a regular pop group. They've been around for years, like going on 20-something years, but they're a very popular ass group. Y'all know this group. Stop. They collaborated with like all our faves. Come on, Beyonce, Rihanna. What's their song they got out? Fuck, I don't know.
How many people is in the group?
Yeah.
I don't even know. Like 4. It's all men. The lead singer, I think his hair is like shaved. He's white. Oh my God, I don't know his name.
Coldplay, Maroon 5.
Coldplay. It's Coldplay.
Oh, I been said Coldplay.
You did?
Yes.
Oh wow, you actually got it like right under a minute.
I don't know why I know Coldplay, but it just went in my mind.
How many minutes we got left on that timer?
Oh, you were asking me. I'm stupid. I'm like, Keena. 10 minutes.
Okay, so this lady is white and she's an actor. And she recently made a funny video and it was like, whenever you can, go out into the rain. Do not miss the opportunity.
Oh, Drew Barrymore.
Yes! I can't believe we got that.
Y'all, I want a bacon cheeseburger. Side note, I really want like a
right.
Wendy's bad. Like I can taste it.
It's giving burger night.
Ooh, if I had the money, I'd for sure get Five Guys. But why do they want to charge $20? Oh my God, I'm levitating. Why the fuck?
Yo, pepper fry. Oh my God.
Y'all, let's keep it cozy on this channel.
Okay.
Okay, I'm ready. With this girl, it's always giving the best of both worlds. This is a Disney kid,
Hannah Montana.
yep.
So like you said the best of you said the best of both worlds. So when you said the best of both worlds, that's the only thing I could think of. If you said this girl was really coming in like a wrecking ball on the industry, then it would have been something else. But
Right, that would have been Miss Miley.
Gave me Sandra Bullock. I'm weak.
Like, you can remember her name. I'm sorry, Sandra.
This is another very popular pop act, but this is just a guy, and we all know him because we practically grew up on his music. We literally grown with him. I'm not giving y'all no hints. Y'all should know.
It's so vague. I'm like,
he's a male pop singer. I mean, he's dabbed in a little bit of R&B recently, but he's mainly a male pop singer.
Chris Brown.
Come on, every girl literally died over him, especially when we were younger.
Bruno Mars.
No, he grew up with us. Like he started off young.
Justin Bieber.
Justin Bieber.
Oh, I was gonna say Austin Moon next. I'm like, wait, that's not a real pop star. That's what's his name? Ross Lynch. Love him.
I'm crying from Austin and Alley. We was playing that Austin and Alley.
Austin Moon, he was a real person to me. Okay.
And I'm not gonna hold you.
No, Austin Mahone is a whole different white man. Austin Moon was Ross Lynch's character on Austin and Alley.
On Austin and Alley, yo.
Right.
Claudia and LaRondra, shout out to LaRondra, Claudia's little sister. They literally was having a whole conversation when I was last with them about them literally lusting over Austin and how Austin was really like it for like all the girls back in the day.
He's still fine. Hey, boo.
The Spanish girl was my bitch, though. I know she's like the queen of.
Love Rainy Rodriguez.
All right, we love her. So shout out to her too.
So she's actually like was popular in the 80s, and she like was a big singer.
Madonna.
Yeah.
Because Madonna's my whole mother. Shout out to Madonna. We fucking love you.
Okay, so basically, she was a singer, like the 90s and stuff. She had kids with Nick Cannon.
All right.
Yeah.
So this is a type of insect. Very common insect. I know what y'all think. Y'all think it roaches. This is it's a small insect, a very small insect, and it's a very common insect. You're going to see it everywhere.
Ladybugs, spiders.
It's a very common insect, and you're going to see it everywhere, especially outside. It doesn't fly. Y'all know this. I can't give it away. It's going to be too obvious.
Damn, 40 seconds. Oh, okay.
It's a very small insect.
A worm?
They come from hives. They're mainly in grounds.
Easy.
No garden soil. They don't fly.
Ants.
Yes.
Oh, wow. I literally forgot ants.
I literally told y'all bitches it don't fly. Y'all say
they come from nests, not hives.
Hives? I said hives?
Yeah, you said hives. That's why I said bee. I just completely forgot about the flying shit. You said hives.
Well, I'm slow.
This is an animal. And so yeah, it flies. And it's extinct.
Roaches. Oh, you said extinct.
Fucking idiot.
It's a bird.
She said it's instinct and you said roaches, Douglas.
I wish they were.
A mention in the Phineas and Ferb theme song.
There's 104 days of summer vacation.
Dragons? Dragons extinct, right?
No, it's a bird.
Oh, dodo bird?
Platypus?
Dodo bird.
Oh, and that's the time. Dodo birds, they fly?
Wait, who said dodo birds?
I did. Wait, but dodo birds, I thought they didn't fly. Or maybe I'm bugging.
I'm crying.
That shit wasn't alive when I'm here, so.
I'm crying. Wait, when was the dodo bird mentioned in the Phineas and Ferb theme song?
He's over here.
But Phineas and Ferb was not my top show when I was younger, so I didn't really.
I liked it, but I couldn't just sit there and watch it every day because it's like you motherfuckers just get into trouble. That's it. That's all you do.
Meanwhile, Period and Platypus will have 5 baby mothers and still come back and say nothing and standing there looking like this.
Right. And where are they getting the funds to make these fucking inventions? Like, I'm sorry. What?
Why do you get me? Because Perry Platypus will really literally save the earth from blowing up and then just stand there.
They never appreciated the work he put in. Because first of all, they're saving your little stupid asses. Because y'all want to over here and go fucking make a roller coaster in the sky.
This was fun. We got to do this again.
Sure.
I'm gonna need y'all in the next episode. We're gonna have to do this stupid shit again. This was stupid. This was stupid. And number one.
Oh, okay. I did nice.
Yeah, I was catching up to you when you had 6. I had 4. Keena, you was able to get you some damn points too.
How many did
you know? Look, you made it. Look, you got some correct. Okay. Some people don't achieve many things.
This shit was fun. Anyways, Keena, I've been needing you on this podcast for the longest. You did amazing. And Deborah, come on. So let's talk about it.
I'm just here.
Let's talk about it. Make sure that you guys follow these 2 beautiful girls. Stay tuned for more shit coming up. And that's really about it.
Bye.
Bye, guys.